Hi, and welcome to day 27 of our 30-day yoga journey inwards. Today we go deeper. And I don't necessarily mean going deeper in terms of the full expression of a pose, but instead going deeper inwards, getting to know yourself on a deeper level. So we're going to do that by coming through some really lovely yin poses. We're going to hold the poses for a few minutes and start to feel what is going on within the body. Feel the sensations, go a little deeper, get to know where we're at. So we're actually going to begin today by laying down on our bellies. So really simple, just coming down onto your belly and taking one hand on top of the other and just resting the head on the hands. Your feet are just flopping open and just breathing here. Tuning into the breath and sending that breath down in towards the belly. And then from here, we're going to take our arms out to a T. Sending them out right in line with the shoulders. And we're going to take our right ear down to the mat. And from here, we're going to bring our left hand into the side of our chest. And we're going to begin to roll towards that right arm. So lifting up off the belly, opening into that shoulder area. Now you can take your left leg and bend it and place the sole of the foot on the mat behind that right leg. And your left hand can either be here in front of the chest, in front of the belly, or you can take the hand behind the back and just place it on the floor. And just beginning to breathe here. This is quite a strong pose that gets into the shoulders. So just notice and feel. And if it feels like a little bit much, then you can just adjust your position and come out of it ever so slightly till you feel really comfortable. Also, if you do want to get a little more comfortable and have like a little blanket underneath your ear, then you can do that too. And just really tune in here. How does this feel in your body today? You may close down your eyes so that you can just really be present with the feelings and the sensations. And just becoming a witness to what's going on within the body. Three more rounds of breath here. A round of breath being both the inhale and the exhale. Now to come out of this pose, we're going to come out of it slowly, bringing that left hand back in front of the body, in line with the chest, bringing that left knee down to the mat and lengthening the leg long, And then slowly rolling down onto your belly. Taking the arms down beside you, palms faced up, and just simply relax here. Let go. And then taking those arms back out to a T. And from here, we're going to take our left hand down to our left cheek, down to the mat. We're going to bring our right hand in beside the chest, and we're going to begin to move the body towards the left side. So that right foot can come on the mat behind the left leg, and that right hand can come in front of the chest or behind the body. Allowing yourself some space and time here to just breathe, to tune inwards, and to get to know yourself on a deeper level. And as always, if you find you've gone a little far, just allow yourself the time to move out of it slightly. Otherwise, holding here. Three more rounds of breath here. And to come out of it, releasing that right hand down beside the chest, releasing the right knee down, extending that leg long, and just rolling over onto the belly, bringing those hands down beside you, and just relaxing here. And then from here, we're going to take our elbows in underneath our shoulders, opening up through the chest here. So elbows are coming under the shoulders, hands are coming onto the mat as if you're pulling your mat apart, grounding down into the hands, tilting that tailbone under slightly and open up through the chest in Sphinx pose. Breathing here. Now, if you'd like a little support in this Sphinx pose, you might take your block down in front of you and you might rest your head on the block. Because we are here for a wee while, it does help to have some props just to help make you a little bit more comfortable in each posture. And we're kind of finding a balance here between relaxing and letting go, while still holding the postures. Notice where sensations arise. Notice what they're telling you. Now, if here feels like enough for you, then stay here today. If you want to go a little deeper, you might ground down into the hands and lift the elbows off the mat. And then lowering the elbows back down to the mat, meeting our friends here in Sphinx. And then coming down to rest on the hands, allowing the forehead to just relax down. And just let go. And beginning to lift up, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, and we're going to come up into a tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to keep our knees under our hips, and we're going to begin to walk the hands forward, allowing the chest to drop down to the mat. Forehead coming to the mat. Now, if you'd like a little support here, you might take a pillow and just place it underneath the chest. Just finding what feels good for you here. Opening up through that front chest, creating space. And allowing that connection with the self to go a little deeper. So really become a witness here to what is going on within the body. To the sensations, to what you're feeling. And to also what the mind is telling you as you hold here.
The mind speaks to us a lot, and especially when we come through poses where we're holding them for a long time, the mind really does get quite loud. So just notice what is coming up for you. And if you want to go a little deeper, you might lift the forehead off the mat and bring the chin down to the mat. If you took the option of having the chin down, just bringing the forehead back to the mat and then sinking those hips back towards the heels into child's pose. And then just bringing those hands along the mat and just bringing them down beside the body, palms faced up, and just relax here. And then from here we're going to come up through seated, coming to sit on our bottoms. And we're going to take our legs wide here. And you can find your block and just bring it on the inside of the right knee. Lengthen up tall through the spine. If you're finding it really hard to find length and you're really sinking and rounding back, then you might prop a blanket up underneath your bottom. And from here we're going to extend our right hand along that right leg. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Now your right hand might come to that block and support your head here as that left arm reaches overhead. And if it gets too heavy for that left arm, you might bring it to the left ear, or alternatively, you might just drop that left arm down in front of you. Wherever feels good for you here today. Explore, get to know what your body wants. Can you let go anywhere here? Release a little tension. As you stay in this pose, you might find you might want to move a little deeper. Option to do so. And coming back up through center, pausing for a minute. Just notice left side, right side. Notice if it feels a little different. And then taking that block to the inner left thigh, lengthening up and exhaling over to the left side, reaching that right arm overhead. And again, your options are to take your elbow to the block, resting your head on your hand, reaching that right arm overhead. If that right arm gets a little heavy, you might bring it to the right ear, or you might drop that right hand down in front of the left leg. Whatever feels good for you here today. Notice if there's anywhere you can let go. And if you want to move in a little deeper, option to do so. And then coming up through seated. Lengthening up tall, and then taking the hands underneath the knees, bringing the knees up and together, placing the feet on the mat, hands come behind you, and just windshield wipe the legs from side to side. And then from here, we're going to make our way down onto our backs. So turning to the long side of your mat, grounding down into your feet, bringing your block in alongside the hips because we will be using it today, and coming to rest on your back. Ground down into your feet. And as you inhale, we're going to lift our hips and taking the block either on the shortest or medium height. And we're going to lift the hips and place that block underneath the hips there. So it should feel really comfortable. It should be kind of on the base of the spine there. So it should feel really, you should feel grounded into that block. And if it doesn't feel comfortable, then you need to adjust the block. Breathe in here. In your supported bridge. Now again, just allow yourself permission, give yourself permission to relax, to let go. Notice what sensations arise and what comes up for you. Now bringing one knee into the chest and then the other, and we're going to extend the legs up long. So this is like a variation of legs up the wall pose. Our hips are grounding down into that block. You should feel really nice and stable. Feet are going up towards the sky. And it shouldn't be that you have to hold your legs here. They should naturally just float up there. They should feel really comfortable. And if you're struggling, then it's just you might need to adjust a little bit. Adjust the block. Find it so you're comfortable. So your legs just naturally lift up and hold here. And bending one knee and then the other, bringing the knees in towards the chest before lowering the feet to the mat. Lifting the hips up off that block, moving the block out of the way, lowering the hips down, extending one leg and then the other, palms faced up, and just let go and relax into your Shavasana. Beginning to lengthen the inhales and the exhales. Taking some movements through the fingers and the toes. reaching those arms overhead and taking a full body stretch before bending the knees and rolling to the right side. And just pausing here for a moment to find space for gratitude. And then when you're ready, make your way up to sit. Let's take one final breath in together. Inhale, reach those arms overhead, and exhale, hands to the heart center. Thank you for joining me today on day 27 of your 30-day yoga journey inwards. Today we went a little deeper. We got to know the sensations that were going on within our bodies. I hope you have been enjoying this journey and that you have built a deeper connection with yourself. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 28. Namaste. If you liked this class, then you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this, then hit the subscribe button. And to follow along on the rest of the journey and know when videos drop, hit the notification bell. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 28. Bye.